Alright, it's time to do some robot ratings, starting off with Tyler from 210A. Here we are. I'm able to zoom in now, so that's pretty nice because this is a pretty small image, but it looks like they had a hook intake, right? I like how, they're really putting a lot of different colored parts onto the robot. It looks like it's just thrown together, but hey, if it works, right? So, I like the triangle supports here. It's not super clear exactly, like, a lot of the details because of course the photo's kind of far, but I do notice that these are the 68 flex tools, right? So I don't know if maybe I think that's just to hold the shape and really help the ring not just like tilt around. But yeah, I think I will give this a B tier. Next up, Old Robot 2397A. I think it looks solid. I like the gears on the outside, right? It's pretty useful. I think a very, 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 very small advantage, but it's there. And of course, redirect. We don't like to see that. I think you wanna stray away from a redirect. But hey, yeah. Also, this looks like heavier than I think you could make it. I think you can make this a lot lighter. But there you go. And also the chain, you can put the chain on the inside, maybe double chain it, right? Really be safe with it. One thing I did notice with another team's chain for their hook was 1095R, right? And their pits and parts, they were able to. I'm not gonna really spoil it here, but you can go watch the video. Their pits and parts made they have a really, really nice chain tech so that their hook chain never breaks. But yeah, that unfortunately that was not was not enough to win them the SIG. But here, what is this band for? Is this to pull on the? I'm guessing this is to pull on this gear here, right? To passively boost the redirect arm up, right? Passive boost up. I see teams do that, right? I think it's pretty useful. Anyways, I think I'm gonna give this a C tier. Old Robot looks nice though. It looks very unique. It's so long. This makes me think of the Captain Tangent. Not gonna lie, this looks like the Tangent Geo where this comes up like that. But yeah, you guys can also see where I'm pointing now more clearly now. I'd definitely move your air tank. This is not the optimal spot. I put it like center or even like bottom center, right? Like even where you can even do it vertically, right? A lot of teams, I don't know if some people like to mount them like horizontally like this, but you can just do them vertically too. And I think maybe you'll be able to find a better spot for it, because this is definitely, imagine someone didn't follow down their C channels properly or something, and then during the course of defense, this zip tie breaks and your air tank is dragging on the floor now, and they get caught on it, and then they pull this wire, the tube out, and now you have no air, and now you have to spend, if it's a quality, you have to spend like extra time fixing that, and you don't want to do that. You want to spend the least amount of time fixing your robot during the comp. But yeah, I do think it's unique. I like it, but that's a really big issue. So we may be tier. Old variable chain tensioner. Ooh, that's very nice. I like that. Yeah, certainly a very good design. However, I still think it's a little too loose on the most tight setting, which is right here, right, which is where it's not up at all. I think it's still a little too loose. And also, I don't know, I just wouldn't make your chain run that long, but they did win a SIG recently, so these guys are kind of goated. I would put the chain on the inside as well. Yeah, I'll give it an A tier. Clutching. Oh yeah, big negative corner clutch, I guess. Cool play. But yeah, I'm here to rate robots though. Really hasn't changed much. 6 motor red. So you're running 100 RPM. That's all right. Ohio. Yeah, this is an Ohio robot. I'm not surprised this is an Ohio robot. I'm not too sure what to say about this. They do have a lift though, so it's interesting how this whole thing is that like a 4-bar lift mechanism, right? Where this lifts up and they're able to score with the hooks, just like Pronounce This. But this robot might be, or sorry, not Pronounce This, Echo. That's their new team. But this might be twice as heavy as Echo's robot. But yeah, I mean, I don't think this will ever break. I think I think you can possibly drop it off a plane and it not break. So I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it an A tier. Goated build. And from 1412. Oh, oh, that's not good. Yeah, you probably want to. Okay, one suggestion I do have is if you want to do this, right, I'd flip it the other direction, right? Because right now, whenever you press on the, when you like put force on here, it's gonna bend in. But if you have like an arch, if it's like facing the other direction, if you get what I'm saying, right? If it's like just flipped 180 degrees facing the other direction, then there's extra like bracing, like the just the angle it forms, right? That angle itself helps support the aluminum, right? But yeah, uh, I don't understand how this happened though. That's kind of insane. But yeah, I will not be rating that. It's very gruesome. Here we go. This is what? Wow. Hey, I mean honestly, the drivetrain looks clean, or the chassis looks clean. It's looking pretty nice. Looking like a Lady Brown for sure. Yeah, you know, it's looking like a perfect amount of support and basically just what you want, right? I think I can only really see you changing like these two C channels to one by ones, right, to reduce some weight. But pretty much, I think that's a really good amount of support to have, right? You don't. I mean, maybe I think yeah, I think you'll need that bottom piece, right, to put the intake ramp on, and other than that, it looks good. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Yeah, I would not be watching YouTube videos unfortunately, but we have a photo from John. It's kind of blurry, but hey, I cut your shaft. It's priority. Also, what is that? That's your Dwinker. I think yeah, it's probably their Dwinker. Hey, I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I do think the drivetrain's a little short. The drivetrain itself, right, is not that short. But what I'm saying here is the wheel contact from the front wheel contact to the bottom to the last wheel to like the back wheel contact. This area, this like length is so short where they're gonna be rocking around on those wheels, right? So if you guys have problems with that, I definitely suggest adding anti-tips. And what those are is basically you can have a gear, right, or like maybe like a pulley, right, a gear that's just on the outer edge. You'll see it on 100 Days Robot. Just look up their bits and parts. But yeah, basically, then it allows you to really just spread out that force your robot's pushing down to the ground, and when it tips, right, it's able to just well, it won't tip because you're making the center of gravity center. Right now, the center of gravity is like whenever right now your length right is too short. If you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a C tier. Cause I'd imagine that mess with the autos, especially. Oh wow, looking pretty good. And I see the sensor there. Looks nice. I haven't seen any, other stuff from the robot, but I'll give it an A tier. Yeah, Fishmech OP. Fishmech not so OP. Fishmech has has never done well at a sig. Fishmech is getting a B tier. Yeah, yeah. This is getting a this is getting a C tier. All right, not sped up. Still being tuned. Wow, that's so fast. That's very fast. That's such a fast intake. Speedy. Two motor two motor Lady Brown. So really, or I think that's 211 watts. But yeah, I think this looks really good. I think you can take some inspiration from this, right? A floating intake, very nice. This is getting an S tier.